Education and Training Institute is one of the premium training institute of the country, and we provide two types of training for the teachers who are already in service, and for the teacher and for the people who are aspiring teachers. So these are two sorts of training, and we have this forum on which we host our live talks, and we have had guests from all around the world who are educators, innovators, and uh, education leaders, policymakers who just want to share their ideas and help the uh, disruptive education movement. And we are driven by the vision of our founder director, Dr. Sunita Gandhi, who is working towards this movement of disruptive education. And we have hosted more than 1,000 talks till date and counting more. So we are very pleased to have with us Professor Dr. Mahmudul Hassan. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Welcome.
Let me introduce you to my audiences. So he is presently the principal of Daffodil International School, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Professor at CML of Bangladesh University of Professionals, Dhaka. Uh, he uh, he has authored several books and hold very high positions in different organizations in Dhaka. He is the president of Bangladesh Smart Education Network. He is the president of International School Association of Bangladesh, General Secretary of Islamic University Alumni Association, Bangladesh, Global Community Leader, Global Education Network, and advisor to V21 Limited. I'll like name a few books which he has authored. Today's English Grammar and Composition for Class 4, Talents Bangla Grammar and Composition, Fabulous, the Secondary Islamic Studies Guide for Class 9th and 10th, Aito Hadith Sun Kolon in English, Arabic, and Bangla, English Skill Development, Reading and Freehand Writing, Shorolipi, published in 2016, and Career Vabna, Talent's Modern Publication, an online pedagogical strategy teaching, learning and parenting. These two books are under publication in English, and these are published in Bangla already, and they are taken by the Bangladesh government to be used by them. Like they have taken the rights from Professor Mahmudul Hassan. So, a very warm welcome to you, sir, and we are very pleased to have you on our platform. So, without much ado, I would like to hand over to you. So, first, just let me introduce the topic for today's session is quality of education and its approaches. So, very eager to listen to this interesting topic from you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jainab, and the people who are around this live show, especially arranged by Global Education Training Institute. I was really the good follower and also imitator of this institute. Several times and many times when I get chance to go through the Global Education Training Institute, I mean GETI. So usually I am fond of educating and learning, also teaching the people. So usually by this time you came to know I am the principal. I am leading so many teachers under different branches of Daffodil School. So thank you very much for having this scope for me so that I can learn. So if you allow me, then I like to share the screen so that I can go through easily and within very short time we can confirm our delivery. So thank you very much. Again, I welcome you. So I basically, introduction already I have told by this time. The education is the only key strength of any kind of the development. Unless otherwise we are not educated, our people are not educated, then there is no way to achieve the success in any way, in any other family, society, then country, state, the whole world. There is no education. That's why education should be the right education, not the wrongly educating the people. We should know how to approach the education. I will discuss the matter about this one within very short time. So already by this time you came to know about myself. I will not go through these slides. Already I am very grateful and very proud of Dr. Jainab, and already she approached myself about the introduction. So quality of education and ways of introducing. That means how to approach the education. So education, if we want to elaborate the word education in the meaning, we understand the verb, adjectives, and also noun. These are used. So there are so many words that are very familiar to the whole people. Educate, educator, educationist, educate, then pedagogic, then pedagogue, teacher, instructor. Many words are used. Similarly, to use the word education. The quality, you understand, efficiency, effectiveness, proficiency, standard. That means, in a word, quality education means a standard education, which is well accepted, universally accepted by the whole people, from the bottom to the top-minded people. They can understand a standard education is called the quality education. Then we understand, before going to the discussion of education, quality of education, we like to know about the SDG. The United Nations has declared the Sustainable Development Goal, SDG, where the clause and the schedule number 4, SDG 4, totally it is written on the educational development, that is quality of education. If we go SDG4, we find ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote the lifelong learning opportunities for all. And this is the right platform. I understand that the Global Education Training Institute, they are undergoing a lot of the trainings and the interactional sessions where the people, teachers, non-teachers, educators, whatever, whoever are there, they can learn with this platform about the educational inclusiveness, education equitability, educational promotion. Everything we can learn under the term of Sustainable Development Goals, SDG4. So I will go very shortly here. We find here, what are those? We find here the Sustainable Development Goal 4. There are 10 clauses where everything is details regarding the education, how to develop, how to make it equitable, how to make it inclusive for all type of people. I will not go through all the slides because it will take time, which is not possible. So SDG 1, 2, 3, 4, all together, this is the assurance of confirming the education for all kind of the people. We should know it and we should confirm this education for all level of the people. Then SDG 4 by 5, they eliminate all discrimination education. I understand, you understand. The nowadays, in confirming the education, there are a lot of discriminations. There are a lot of the obstructions, impediments, which needs to be eliminated, which needs to be removed, so that we can confirm the quality of education. Universal literacy and numeracy. Then education for sustainable development and global citizenship. Why we are educated? Why we want to be educated? Because we want to connect ourselves with the global people, connect ourselves with the global citizens. So sitting in Bangladesh, sitting in India, we can be part of the big family of the global family. So that is only possible if we can reach the Sustainable Development Goal 4. If we can confirm, then we can go in this way so that we can be global citizens. Then 5, you find the other some points which are, yeah, 4A, build and upgrade inclusive and safe schools. So these are the basically target, the goals which we need to confirm. Unless otherwise we are trained, we cannot educate the people. Unless we are well instructed and guided by the different type of modules of the training, that we cannot confirm the education at all. So that's why training is very important, which I must say the global education and training institute is going to do that one and confirming that one. I appreciate the initiatives of Global Education and Training Institute, GETI. So now comes, what is quality education? I told you quality means effectiveness or efficiency. That means the quality of educational process experienced by students. When we deal with quality education, we mean standard education must be given to all. The content of or syllabus must be same for all, improve with the passage of time. That means quality education, it covers all these things. Number one is quality of time. Number second is the education to be given to all, similarly without a discrimination. Then content should be same for all the people all over the country or within the community. This is called the quality of education. We want to mention that quality education means standard education should be inclusive and should be very, very standard for all kind of the people. So quality education depends upon characteristics of learners, healthiness, motivation, and students' motivation. Then process, the competent teachers using active methodologies, content, relevant curricula, and system, good governance, and educationist. I mean, quality education without these four elements, characteristics, we cannot confirm the education is the quality education. So we must confirm these four characteristics. Now, goals of quality. Why? What is the goal or the target of the quality education? Target of the quality education is academic excellence, improve academic standard, applied learning, and lifelong academic skills. These are the basic goal of quality education. So we have to confirm it and ensure for the education, learners or the teachers. The purpose of the quality education, there are few purposes which I can mention here: to determine the educational needs of students, to improve the quality of education, make education accessible to everyone, to create a system of quality education in schools. We need adequate resources and budget, educational practice based on research and discussions. These are the purposes of the education. Next, factors at which quality education depends. What are the factors basically needed to ensure the quality education? Number one, we find language factor, religious factor, geographical factor, economic factor, historical factor, political factor, and social factors. These are the factors where we can ensure and confirm the quality education. Then examples of quality education. What are the examples? Examples means instructional leadership, the teacher's quality, the parents and the community involvement, the effective instructional program, then a orderly learning environment. These are the examples usually we can ensure the quality of education with this. Next comes dimensions of the quality education. Dimension of quality, what are the aspects where quality education lie? That is number one. There are four dimensions which one by one I am coming to describe. Quality learners, that means good health and nutrition is must for the quality learner. Then early childhood psychological development experiences, this is very important. The regular attendance for learning, family support for learning. These are the four elements for ensuring the quality learners. If one wants to be learner, then these are the four things should be ensured for that particular learner. Then the quality learning environment. After learner's health, nutrition, then we have to confirm that is a learning environment, how much quality full. Number one, if we want to ensure this one, quality of school facilities, in interaction between school infrastructure and other quality dimensions, class size, psychological elements, peaceful and safe environment, teachers' behavior that affect safely, effective school discipline policies, and non-violence. Remember, the environment is the first and foremost things after becoming the healthy learner, that without good environment, education quality cannot be bestowed, cannot be given to the children, to the learners. So that is very important environment. Third one is quality content. Very, very important. Teachers come and teach. This is not the content. Teacher has to be prepared by the quality contents preparation. So what should we do? In that case, student-centered, non-discriminatory, standard-based curriculum structure should be there, where we have to understand, irrespective of religion, irrespective of the community, irrespective of privilege, underprivileged, all should be kept in the mind while preparing the contents and the syllabus curriculum. Then, uniqueness of local and national context, literacy, life skills, challenges in reaching large numbers of children with quality content. So these are very important to ensure the quality education. Then fourth one and the last one is the quality process. So how we are going to give the education, what are the process, what is strategy, what are the ways, that depends on educational quality centered on system inputs, infrastructures, then people teachers relations ratios, then curricular contents, and the teachers training. You see, teachers training is a must. I have mentioned here last, but without this, no other components will be valid, no other components will be active, effective. So teachers training is very important in that case. These are dimensions of the court educations. Now we are coming approaches. Approaches, the ways to ensure the quality education. What are the approaches? Approach of quality education, there are few which are there: humanistic approach, behaviorist approaches, critical approaches, adult education approaches, indigenous approaches, then technological approaches. All these six are very, very important to confirm the quality education. Then approaches, then how to maintain the humanistic approaches, very, very important. Number one, according to the humanistic approaches, every human is unique, and sorry, every human is very, very unique and have equal rights based on meaning making, that meaning making by acquiring knowledge. All human being needs quality education. These are the humanistic approach. I mean, humanitarian approach must be there to the children. Now comes, secondly, behaviorist approaches. Then that is the very, very important, change behavior. In a class, there may be many kind of the children from the different families. So we have to change our behavioral patterns, man to man, and equally thinking for the all other for giving the education, but behavioral can be changed man to man, student is student. So learners are not intrinsically motivated or able to construct meaning for themselves. So we have to make them understand what are the things are required for the motivation with the behavioral changes. Next, critical approaches, very important. Critical approach is about education tends to reproduce the students and inequalities of the society. According to critical theorists, education that promote social change, essential to make the critically approach for the learners. Then fourth approach is adult education approach, very important. Students turn sometimes to the puberty stage, sometimes childhood to the adulthood, sometimes to the they become adults. So we have to maintain the adult education approach is very, very important. Someone is at this stage, so what type of behavior should be there? That approach should be also maintained under this one. Then indigenous approaches, very, very important. This one also approach is learners have rich sources for prior knowledge accumulated through a variety of experiences. Learners should play a role in defining their own curriculum. These are the approaches should be ensured for every and each learner. Then technological approach is very, very important. Pandemic has taught us how to adapt, how to be adaptive with the modern technologies, very important for upcoming situations also. Today, I am, you are connected. We are connected globally, that only because of the technological approaches. So we have to be adaptive very, very confidently to the technologies. So teachers' capacity in operating technology, learners' ability of using technology, graduation, I mean the guardians' knack in approaching with the technology, smart approaches of both teachers and learners, the social media approaches with positive learning. This is very, very important for ensuring quality education at this moment. We are undergoing the fourth revolution, industrial revolution age. So we have to learn how to adapt with the technology. This is very important for all the people. Now, I am definitely under the last stage, last session. So there are some quotes. Education, if the education is not standard, then what happens? I did not mention intentionally one ingredient of quality education is this moral education, the moral values, which is very, very important for all kind of the guardians, teachers, learners, instructors, trainers, educators, for everybody. Moral values are very important. That's why that depends on the religion to religion. In every religion, the basic moral value is very, very equal to each and every religion. There is no religion which can tell that lying is the good quality. There is no religion thieving is the good quality. There is no religion which can tell hijacking or stealing something the good quality. Every religion tells no, these are the crime that we should not do any criminal work. That's why education without religion, as useful as it is, seems rather to make man a more clever devil. You understand? So without religious, without moral education, a man can turns to become known to every. No religion, no education. No religion plus no education means inhuman. And religion plus no education, narrow person. No religion plus education, then that is the materialistic person. The religion plus education, incomplete person. Religion plus education plus morality, the gentle person. You understand? Everywhere the moral education is the must to perfect and qualify the education all over the world, all over the people in society and everywhere. So I believe the education without morality cannot be the perfect education, quality education. So quality education, the religious, I mean the moral education is also very important. Religions means I am not telling any religion, I am telling the moral education. The moral education is very important for quality education. So to reach the sustainable development goal, we have to confirm the quality education for all the learners, for all the teachers and educators. I believe I could make myself clear due to short times and very major time, 20 minutes. I believe I could complete my slides and I could confirm my discussions. And if there is any query, any doubt, any confusion regarding these lectures, then definitely you can interact with me. I can I can be able to answer your questions. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Mahmudul Hassan. It was a very interesting session. Quality of education. You discussed the dimension and you discussed the approaches and you discussed the importance of various things in it. So, a very interesting facts you shared with us. So, as you talked about quality education and you talked about various dimensions of quality education, so one thing you talked about was of teachers training, right? So in your opinion, is what should be the frequency of teachers training, like.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Jainab. This is very important point to have the teacher training. if I have a bit time, then I can explain this one. Teachers training is such a training that is the basic component to develop himself or herself. I mean, the being the good educator. Without training, this is not possible. A man can be knowledgeable. A man can be very good education holder, degree holders, but he cannot be good teacher unless he is trained with the methodological, with the strategic ways to teach the children, teach the learners. So what are the frequencies that if we want to teach training our teacher, I usually don't use the word training. I usually use the word interaction with the teachers, and that is pedagogue. I mean, pedagogical, the learning and teachings and sharing. So, as the educator, as the pedagogue, I can suggest to maintain the frequency of training that should be continuous process of schedule after schedule to call upon the teachers and with the different topics. Today, basic education is discussed, but there's so many things. How is the class management, punctuality, what are the time management, what are the conflict management, what are the teachers in discipline management, classroom management. There's so many topics where everything can be discussed. Suppose at this moment, the online education, there are a lot of disruptions in the online education. The lot of the etiquettes and netiquettes in confirming the education online. That should be also. There are so many. I personally experienced many teachers. They are not at all still not well used to in the computer and the online. That training must be there. If there's any scope, if I have that scope, then definitely I may come here with learning and educating how to conduct the online education, what the netiquettes of the teaching, netiquette of the online and virtual teaching. Definitely I will come and I will discuss the matter if there is any scope to come. So frequency is that the simultaneously one after another topic should be chosen based on the teaching classes, based on the teaching group studies, based on the teaching of in a community. So all sorts of things should be maintained in the frequency of the educational training for the teachers, interaction for the teachers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering my question. I would like to request my audience to type their question if they have any in the comment box. And if they are not having any questions right now, they can post their questions in the comment box as in when they see this video. And surely, Professor Mahmudul Hassan will come and answer your questions on Facebook and YouTube as in when he gets time. So, anything else would you like to say, sir?
Okay, thank you very much, madam. How much time do we have to conclude? And definitely, there's a lot of discussion. We can do it, but if the time frame is not there,
Sir,
any time frame is there.
you can take another 5-10 minutes.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. So, so today we have discussed about the education and its quality. Remember, especially I am telling for the audience and for all other people who were attached with the education and educating the people. So you see, we are not using here teaching and learning. Education itself is centered with the teaching and learning. So someone is educator, someone is educated. That means I am educator, I am also educated. So educator, the learners, they are going to be educated, and the teacher, they are educator, playing the role as educator. So what are the main things to confirm the quality education? That the first thing I must say, there should be student teachers good relationship. Good relationship between the teachers and students are very important. Nowadays we find there are many teachers, they come, they just show the PowerPoint screen, deliver the lecture, there is no interaction, there is no question answering session with the students. What students are feeling very bored. So interaction with the students are very important. That's why nowadays there is the proverb, many way it has been told, if I can speak, nothing can be learned. If I can show, something can be earned. If something is practiced, then everything can be learned and educated. I am just not telling Benjamin, the theory is there like this. Franklin theory is like that. So we have to activate our students. We have to practice something for the students. That's a project based, assignment based, interaction creative based learning should be there. So for making the students creative, I believe, being for long time teachers, I am about 22 years teaching experience I am gathering. I learned many things from the students. Students' quality and talents, it's so shining. So teachers cannot also reach their talent level. So if we can give the opportunity to tell something, to ask the student can give very good things which a teacher may know it. That's why this is the universal truth that when a teacher comes to teach the children, I mean, after completing the degrees, masters or honors or graduation, then after completing the graduation, education basically starts for the teacher. So though he completed graduation, he learned nothing. His learning will start from when he is going to face the children, I mean the learners. So teaching and learning is started after starting the teaching and education. So that's why I believe our teachers, my community, I am a teacher, I am the teachers community member. Always I believe we have to be very impartial with good justice and positive mentality. In a class, a student is very naughty, but a teacher is not realizing that naughtiness begets something very talentful works, talentful, the creative things. So we are treating the naughty students in the negative corner, negative mentality. No, though I believe in my theory, I always train my teachers, I always educate my teachers like this way. I need the naughty boy. When teachers come to me, yes, sir, this is very very naughty boy, disturbing so much. Even parents also disturbing so much. I tell them, forget about parents. Students yours, I need that naughty boy, naughty girl, because why is he doing naughty work? Because his brain is asking more from you. He's not getting something additional from you as teacher. That students are diverting himself to the otherwise work, and that seems to be naughtiness in your work, in your eyes. But that is the naughtiness. That is the work. He wants to give something, he wants to interact with someone else. So thank you so much. So inshallah, if there is any way to come, then we can discuss more other things regarding this education and teaching and learning. So since I am experiencing and researching on the education, so there are a lot of the topics we can discuss further one, inshallah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jana.
Thank you so much, sir. And I would like to thank my audiences as well for being with us. And thank you so much, sir, for your precious time and sharing your knowledge and viewpoint with us on quality of education. So we will surely connect some other time on a on a interesting topic, as you have already suggested so many topics to us. So surely we will connect. And till then, I'll see you and stay safe. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you. Very good night. Thank